afternoon, everybody, morning, everyone, good evening to you all, good day to you all, no matter what time of day it is, where you are, no matter what you're doing, who you're doing, or anything like that. Hope you're well, and hope you're having a lovely day. Really quick visit down to the girls today. We're not doing any beekeeping, just because I ain't got time, if I'm honest with yourself. But I just wanted to let you know what's changed between this video and my last. And the short answer is nothing. Nothing at all has changed. Bees are still flying. They're down that way flying. They're absolutely, as far as I can tell, looking lovely. A lot of activity around the entrances of all the hives. Nothing too concerning from where I'm standing at the moment, so I'm just going to kind of leave them to it. Haven't cut the grass yet. Again, time is not the easiest of things to work with, especially when you've got a newborn in the middle of the summer holidays. So we're struggling a little bit with time, but as far as I can tell, everyone's fine. What we are doing is, actually before I got into that, so grass will be done, and the other thing is the rotavating down the bottom hasn't been done. We have had, still hot, it's the short answer, horsefly on my leg. It's still hot, and although we've had a bit of a rain, I think we had about a day or 2 days of a downpour, nothing enough really to soften the ground at all. So the rotavating is going to have to wait. That's not going to happen anytime soon. So we'll get there. So grass obviously needs doing, and I'll do that when I've got some time. The next thing I'm going to be doing is on, when is it? It's Saturday now. Saturday now. Thursday. Thursday is going to be our day. So Thursday we're going to come down onto the hives. We're going to have a look at all of them in a little bit more detail than what we have done recently. But the main thing we want to do is we want to get the honey supers off, and we want to get treatment on. Now, what we're doing treatment-wise this year, we are using, I think it's Apigard, something like that. It's the tins, it's the trays. So you put the trays on top of the brood box to open them up a little bit, leave them for a couple of weeks, and then replace the trays and do them again next week. Now, I've used those ones this year. I'm using those ones this year for two reasons. First reason is most of them got the strips in last year, and I couldn't buy any this year because they'd all sold out. so the main reason I'm not using them this year is because I can't get hold of them. But sensible heads, I shouldn't really use them anyway because I used the other one. I used those last year, so it's gonna do it word of good. But never mind. So we're gonna use that this year. So they're gonna go on. Hopefully they should be here next week. So hopefully that's all gonna go on Thursday, and that's pretty much gonna be our season done and dusted at that point. So we're gonna we'll remove all the supers, put the treatment on, put an empty super on top of them and the roof on them, basically leave them again for a couple of weeks while they do all that. The honey, which is all capped, we're going to take it off and we're going to extract it. So we'll have another extraction this year. And that's not fully ready to go. I think I said last week, we're going to pop back on the hives and we're going to have them in some of their winter stores. So most of these hives should have a super on going into winter. And I haven't extracted all of it, just not enough people. I'm going to say this, to be honest with this one. So although the honey that I'm buying, or the honey that I'm selling, is selling well, the problem that I'm finding at the moment is beekeeping has become quite trendy over the pandemic, really. Whilst everyone was locked up, a lot of people started beekeeping. And now everybody out there pretty much knows a beekeeper as a friend or a buddy or whatever. And the likelihood is people aren't coming to buy my honey because they're going to go and buy their mate's honey, probably at a discounted price or just giving it to them. So the selling of honey is becoming a little bit difficult this year, purely because of the fact that I think most people have got someone else that's selling it to them. So we're selling some, and some of it's selling well, but I just don't need as much as I did previous years. So what I'll do is I'll let them go into winter with a full box. And then that way I don't need to feed them as much over the winter. Come out winter stronger. So that's what we're doing treatment wise, and all of that is hopefully going to be started on Thursday, which is just over a week from now. Loads of activity coming and going from those girls. Really, really happy to see. I don't think there's any sort of signs of any swarming. Well, I can only tell so much from the distance, but there's activity around the farm. There doesn't seem to be any swarmy activity from where I can see at the moment. So I'm pretty happy. But next week is when we're going to see what's really going on. Joined by a horse. There's a horse behind me. Hello, horse. I can't remember the name of that horse, but he's lovely. and that's about it, really. So family life, everyone's doing well. Heidi is growing really, really well. She's just been discharged today by our midwife. So no more midwife appointments or anything like that for us. But hopefully we'll be able to start getting into beekeeping a lot more now things are settled down a bit. Once the summer holidays are finished, we'll be laughing. But once the summer holidays are finished, then it moves into autumn and moves into winter pretty quick, and obviously the beekeeping season becomes a lot more difficult to do any videos during the winter and the autumn. But there we are. So just like I said, just a really quick video just to let you know what's going on, how we're growing, and what our immediate plans are. And like I said, for now we're just going to kind of let them go, and Thursday, so in less than a week's time, that's when we're going to start doing our first proper check and getting them really ready for winter. So yeah, happy days. Many thanks as always for watching, subscribing, sharing, commenting in, all of that sort of stuff. Our subscriber list has just gone over 715, so itching one step closer to that 1,000 mark. We're still a long way off monetization and stuff like that, so even if we hit 1,000 subscribers, you know, we're still, our view hours I need to get uploads, or we need to get uploads, so it's not going to happen anytime soon. But like I said, we're here for the fun of it, we're here for the enjoyment of it, and I'm hoping you're enjoying the ride as you go. So as always, thank you so much for subscribing, thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for your shares, your comments, your likes, all of that sort of stuff. You guys, as always, are amazing. I'm going to move up that way a little bit because there's a kite flying around just a moment ago. It's absolutely beautiful to watch, so I'm going to go and watch a kite. Not a flying kite, not one of those, oh, look, I've got a kite. It's one of those bird kites, which is amazing to watch. So yeah, I'm going to stop there. I'm going to go and watch that. You have yourself an amazing day. Take care.